Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers trade idea would land $215 million All-Star PG. The Los Angeles Lakers start their season on October 22 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, giving them a tough challenge to open the campaign. While they'll have a tough task in the first game, the Lakers need to play as many good teams as possible to determine how close they are to being contenders. The Lakers roster didn't add any meaningful players after finishing 7th in the Western Conference and losing in the first round of the playoffs last year. With 2 first-round picks to still trade, the Lakers could be in the mix to improve their team after they assess what they have. If they're in the mix for a trade during the season, Andy Bailey of Bleacher Report listed Trae Young as a trade target. The Lakers are another team that's been connected to LaVine over the last several months, but they may want to set their sights a little higher, Bailey wrote on October 15. Despite his oft-discussed shortcomings, particularly as a defender, Young is still one of the NBA's best and most consistent offensive engines. Making him the third member of a Big Three with AD and LeBron would push LA closer to title contention. And with multiple future first-round picks, some good salary-matching contracts, including Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell, and a young prospect or two, like Dalton Knecht or Max Christie, the Lakers can make a pretty competitive offer. Of course, Young's availability depends on how the Hawks, or maybe Rizicher, look early in the season. But if Atlanta does indeed start shopping Trae, LA should call. With only 2 first-round picks, it's uncertain if the Los Angeles Lakers could intrigue the Atlanta Hawks with their assets. On October 14, Greg Swartz of Bleacher Report wrote that Young to the Lakers was one of the trades that should have happened in the offseason, but highlighted that Atlanta has Los Angeles's first-round pick in 2025. Following the DeJounte Murray trade, it's unlikely the Hawks part with their other franchise point guard, Swartz wrote. There's even less incentive for Atlanta to want to help the Lakers, as the Hawks now own Los Angeles's unprotected 2025 first-round pick, a selection they acquired from the New Orleans Pelicans in the deal for Murray. The 2025 NBA draft class is viewed as generational, so the Hawks could benefit from having the Lakers pick in a big way. Sending them Young, despite the intrigue of getting his money off the books due to him being on a 5-year, $215.1 million deal, would help the Lakers win games. The Los Angeles Lakers trading for Young makes perfect sense. They could use another creator, and there might not be a better player in the NBA to help with that. Recently turning 26 years old, Young has been named a 3-time All-Star and a member of the 2021-22 All-NBA team. He's averaged 25.5 points and 9.5 assists in his young career. His three-point shot was impressive last season, too, shooting 37.3% from three-point range on 8.7 attempts per game. Sources: Lakers involved in off-season trade pursuit of coveted Hornets center. The Los Angeles Lakers always hold high expectations as a franchise. Of course, those expectations are amplified with LeBron James and Anthony Davis leading the team. Since winning their last championship in 2020, the Lakers have endured quite a few lackluster seasons, which ultimately led to Darvin Ham being replaced by J.J. Redick this offseason and the outside noise calling for Rob Pelinka and this front office to make trades during the offseason. Ultimately, Los Angeles didn't pull the trigger on any trades, but that doesn't mean they didn't try to make any moves. During the offseason, the trade market around the NBA is volatile. Countless calls are always made, regardless if there is serious momentum towards a trade being made. The Lakers expressed interest in several possible trade targets during the summer, league sources confirmed to Clutch Points. One of the players they expressed interest in was Nick Richards from the Charlotte Hornets. Richards, a 2020 second-round pick, has spent his entire career with the Hornets. While he did not hold much of a role during his first 2 years in the league, Richards has since become a very intriguing role player at the center position because of his rebounding and toughness on the interior. Due to Charlotte dealing with various frontcourt injuries through the years, Richards has stepped up into a much larger role for them, as he played in a career-high 67 games and made 51 starts during the 2023-24 season. In March 2023, the Hornets extended the young big man with a 3-year, $15 million extension, a contract many teams around the league have raised an eyebrow to because of his production. The Hornets have made it known to those around the league that they are willing to hear all offers that come their way and will help facilitate trades. That is why the only way the New York Knicks were able to recently acquire Karl-Anthony Towns in a blockbuster trade was by having Charlotte be a third team to help facilitate contracts and salaries. At the same time, the Hornets are not just making trades to make trades. Strategy is involved, and Charlotte is setting themselves up for long-term potential. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller, sources said, are the only two players the organization has no desire to see leave anytime soon. With this said, the Hornets are also operating with the mindset that immediate growth can present itself following an underwhelming 2023-24 campaign in which they went 21-61. Charles Lee, who just won a championship with the Boston Celtics, is now the head coach of a young, hungry team that many are overlooking in the Eastern Conference. With Lee taking the team in a new direction, one that is filled with energy and excitement, Charlotte has been hesitant to make any drastic changes to the roster this offseason. This is one of the driving factors behind trade talks involving Richards not progressing, as well as the notion that the Hornets haven't been ready to part ways with the secondary big man due to his production and Mark Williams' inconsistency with remaining on the court. Los Angeles Lakers express interest in trading for former Kentucky star. The Los Angeles Lakers have retained the bulk of their roster from last season, with new head coach J.J. Redick at the helm. However, a key question mark remains regarding the center position. Anthony Davis has made it clear that he prefers to play more at power forward, yet he is expected to start at center. On Monday, Clutch Points reported that the Lakers have expressed interest in several potential trade targets this summer. One player frequently mentioned is Charlotte Hornets center and former Kentucky Wildcats star Nick Richards. Richards would provide valuable rim protection and rebounding, whether playing alongside Davis or competing with Jackson Hayes and Christian Wood off the bench. Richards hasn't yet found a consistent role in the NBA, but he has proven to be an effective source of production for the Hornets, and the Lakers likely wouldn't need to give up much to bring him to Los Angeles. Entering his fifth season in the league, Richards has averaged 17.0 minutes per game, contributing 6.7 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 0.5 assists, while maintaining an impressive 66.1% field goal percentage and 33.3% from beyond the arc. Last season, while starting a handful of games, he had his best performance yet, averaging 9.7 points, 8.0 rebounds, 0.8 assists, and 0.4 steals. While it's uncertain whether he would significantly impact the Lakers' success, he offers a reliable double-double potential, which is precisely what the team needs as they look to bolster their frontcourt. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Nick Richards? Leave your opinion in the comments.